if Stretch marries Marian and Olamide,
Customarily.
our marriage is valid. Because under the native, I was going to come to native land custom. Under the native land custom, it is polygamy is recognized. But statutory marriage is monogamous.
Okay.
So if you now want to take one of your wives, you have to dissolve that customary marriage.
Okay.
You know some men, they marry their wife under customary law, native land custom, and somehow they just bring on girl and take her to the registry, and the girl is brandishing her rings.
Meanwhile, her marriage is void.
Is void rather. Yeah.
So again, I want to paint a picture because I want the listeners to understand.
Yes.
Stretch marries me as the first wife.
Yes.
Man.
Now this time statutorily, okay, and then leaves me and brings.
Statutorily.
Yes. Wait, I'm painting another picture.
Yeah.
Then brings Olamide in again, statutorily. Does it void the first marriage?
Void. You can't have two statutory.
I wanted to.
It's the second one that is void. The first one still subsists. Insofar there's no divorce.
So you must divorce the first.
So you are
wife.
not allowed to marry
More than one.
Yes, at any time, whether under customary law or statutorily. You know, some people think that because it's a customary marriage, they can go take another woman to the registry. Do you understand? Thinking that customary marriage does not make any impact. It does. So that second wife who went to the registry with that man's marriage is void. It never happened in the eyes of the law. It's a nullity. So if, for instance, Stretch now grows older in life, let me say you go to like maybe 120,
die.
and you now die. And the second wife is now claiming, because she's the one that you took to registry, to say, I'm the legal wife, I'm the one entitled to all of that. Even if the first wife, right, is also gone, she's late, her children can come in and invalidate that marriage. That no. By the time our father took you to the registry, the marriage between our mother and our father was still subsisting. So insofar you do not divorce the first wife, your second marriage is invalid.
So these cases where people say, "Oh, I'm separated from my wife and the children.
No,
I've now taken a new wife, and we're living in America, for example." So that means that new wife in America is invalid.
Yes. Now there has to be a divorce. So if the first marriage was contracted under the native land custom, you have to divorce her under native land custom.
So you can't just do
separation is not divorce under native land custom.
Native land custom has divorce?
Yes. There are two ways.
Yes.
Okay.
The first one is to return the bride price.
Okay.
Or go to the customary court to have a divorce. There's a customary court in every state of Nigeria.
Yes, absolutely.
You're supposed to do that. So a woman just carrying her things and leaving the home under the native land custom does not end that marriage if she knows her right.
So no matter what happens,
even if it's for 30 years, if they know what they are doing, and I've seen it in court, you'll be shocked. So, and under statutory, if the first marriage was contracted under the Marriage Act, which is a statutory marriage, there's only one way that you can end that marriage. And it's divorce in the High Court of any state in Nigeria. It doesn't have to be, yes, it doesn't have to be your state.
Or where you got married.
Reside. Oh yes, you can reside in Lagos, got married in Kaduna, and go to your state. But it has to be the High Court of any state in Nigeria, and there has to be a decree absolute.
What does that mean in English?
There are two stages. The first stage is the decree nisi, where, of course, the court has pronounced you separated, but there has to be 3 months between that decree nisi and decree absolute. So if anything happens if any intervening circumstances happens between decree nisi and decree absolute, then that marriage has not been dissolved. And intervening could be death of either of the party. So if at the time there's a decree nisi, the husband dies, the woman is still legally married to the, and if there's no will, she will partake in the administration of the estate of that man.
Wow.
But and even couples, even after the decree nisi, they might say we don't want to go ahead, And that's it. That's the end of it.
So quickly now, decree nisi and decree absolute. What's decree nisi?
That's the first stage.
First
of the
stage
pronouncement, yes, but it's just temporary.
And there has to be, what's the time in between the two
3
decrees?
months.
3 months.
Yes.
So after this,
now the trick is, if you get married one day to the day the court will declare the decree absolute, that marriage is invalid.
It's also invalid.
I know we referred to that sometime along.
Yes.